Alright, welcome back, Dungeon Dwellers, to some more Legend of Keepers, where everything is going just fine. We've been doing pretty well. Didn't we just I wish you could see more details on these screens. Oh, we can click. This is new. I've never always been able to click Enchantress, or maybe I've never tried. Okay. We can't get our stats on the Enchantress right now, which is one thing of note. I think this info tab, which is locked right now, would be the one to go for, where we could see that. But that's, like I said, that's not available yet, and we can't see click here or anything. And we can't see what's have been going on earlier, and we can't really see when the game ends. The game is played over a series of years, and so far I've come to the conclusion that it's 2 or 3 years. I always lose track. We're in week 31, and there's 52 weeks in every year, of course. And so at the end of the year, nothing really happens to mark the end of a year, other than it of course ends with a champion fight. And I believe we just had a champion fight, if I recall correctly, and we ended out on top at least. We should see, of course we're doing this event, this course. We can't afford it, so the event will be what it is. Let's see, what's this? Potion of Evolution. An employee found a strange flask in a broom closet and drank it all in one gulp. Don't expect to see growth in intelligence, as the employee seems to have gained muscular mass. +1 level. Oh. Awesome. Good stuff. And then we can do a workout, which we don't have the resources for. Merchant, which we don't have the resources. I think we do. And the workout, when it lights or blinks with this little button here, I'm reluctant to click it, but I do think we would have enough to do some of the workout. But since we have the warning, I'm not going to click it. We're going to go for the event. There's no going back once you click on things, which is really important to note when you're playing the game yourself. Event. Let's see, the Sorcerer's Apprentice. The lab assistant is about to make some modifications to one of your traps. You know that he is always messing up, and the trap will be unusable. Fixing it will take 5 weeks. Fire or forgive. Okay. And this is one of those where I don't know what the difference is here. If I fire him, I don't know what really happens, and then if I forgive him, it doesn't really tell me which one does what. And so usually I forgive him. Maybe the lab is about to make some modifications to one of your traps, which means he hasn't done it yet, I think. And we do need these the ice combo, I think, for the next fight. So let's try to fire him and see what happens. Yeah, so then we still have the trap available, but maybe there'll be some backlash later down the line. So far nothing happened, so we could have gotten bad stuff, or we could fire him and then nothing happens. One of those events that kind of confused me a little bit, but we'll move on. We can get veterans here, and it's in the ice cave, which combos with the whole ice thing. So of course we're doing that. Before we go in, well, I should click here, because then it pops up the screen anyway. I don't think we should run the Skeleton Boy right now. We should put him out, and so with the other guys here. This fight, I feel like we can dominate pretty effectively, and so I don't feel like it's necessary for us to have everything on board. We can build up for the next hero encounter instead. Well, we should get 4 creatures in every room. Unfortunately, we won't be able to do an easy combo here. Hopefully they're fire weak. Both of these guys are nature. Maybe we do it like this, so they are together. But then we should move someone else, like over here. No, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use the ice combo as is. This is really strong. We've seen it a few times now. It's so freaking good, especially when we combo it with the specific trap for it, which we can almost always do. I think this is how we're doing it. Yeah, let's dive into it. Now it will be getting tougher every time you go through a dungeon. The next time more higher level heroes come along. I think if you choose the veteran over the adventurers, it does get a little bit tougher, but it doesn't really specify what the difference is between the different tiers, except of course with champion it's easy to see, because then you get a specific champion. Where the veteran, I'm not sure what the veteran does compared to the adventurer. I'm assuming it makes it more difficult, but precisely how is unclear. For now, let's look at this. We've got a berserker here who's got one of the best passive traits in the game. He just gets all resistances, which is not armor, but all the other resistances increased by 15. And he's usually pretty tough to kill already, so this is going to be right tough. Yeah. But if we move on from him, we've got the monk, the ice disciple, and let's see, he can't be affected by demoralized, so as for a thought start maybe that we could have gone for like a demoralized build, but that's not, because usually the berserker, if you look at him, his morale is very low. But again, we don't have traps that deal morale damage, we don't have anything here that deals morale damage, our spell doesn't deal morale damage, and we only have very few monsters that deal morale damage. And also my master, or whatever you want to call her, the Enchantress, does not do morale damage at all. So it's really hard to do morale build with the Enchantress. And yeah, but good thing about this guy is he's fire weak, and the Infernal Guardian specifically needs an opponent to be have negative fire resistance in order to do his combo thing, right? So that's pretty good for us. And he does ice damage to the front, this guy does physical damage to the front, and then we have fire damage to the front with an ice skill. This one is not that significant. So we need someone at the front who can tank, while Malphas here stands at the back shooting at the middle, and it'll bounce to one of the other guys as well. It's going to be pretty damaging, but probably we will lose this fight. Let's see, physical, ice, and fire to the front. It's going to be tricky to find someone who can resist all of that. So it's probably more about living through as many attacks as possible. Let's see, they are going with fire, then ice, and then physical. This one bounces. And the monk here gets better if he hits a target who's already below 50 HP, so 50% HP. So we would want someone who can tank the first fire bolt here without going below 50% HP. That would be the best combo. And ideally also act before at least the monk. And the Satyr does accomplish that, but he does have the issue with his combo stuff, is that he needs people to have penalties in order to effectively do anything here. Maybe we can have someone else who applies a thing before, not really. But then if I do it like this, I'm pretty sure, yeah, then my gargoyle will go first. The gargoyle can apply bleeding to the frontliner. And then the satyr can hit the frontliner to spread that to the heroes pushed behind the target, not to all other heroes. That's the backline thing, which we can't get that done. But the gargoyle is weak to fire. Will he go below 50 HP, 50% HP? Ah, yes, he will. Oh boy, oh boy. That's bad. Maybe it doesn't matter all that much. We'll try to deal some damage on this fight here, but it is pretty tricky. Mostly Malphas will be doing all the fire damage here, but they will chew through the frontliners pretty quickly, and then while he's resistant to fire, he is very weak to ice, which they have a really hard ice damaging hero here, and we will be getting frostbite. So this is gonna be a rough one, but I don't see how we could do better than we are currently doing. This guy's resistant to fire, which is what the skeleton makers does to the backline, and the tree would also just get mowed down. So I think this is the best we can do here. Again, fire on the back line won't be good, so the mortar isn't ideal. What are they? How are they on nature? Nature is pretty decent for us. We could apply elemental weakness here, which is going to be good for the ice damage going on the next one. At least you're weak to fire, ice, and you're not that resistant, but he's pretty resistant. So all in all, ice is going to be tricky for us. If I do ice breeze here, we get ice weakness for 1, 2, 3, 4 turns. The first turn of the fight here. The thing is, it would probably be better to do the ice before the frostbite from here, so it will do quite a bit of extra damage in this. If we do it like that. The nature damage will also be nice. We get to apply elemental weakness here. The fire damage at the back will be a problem for us in the final fight. I don't think we can really do anything to prevent that. He's weak to nature, so maybe we should just do the nature damage to him to try to maximize the damage to him, which is not at all what we're doing in the first fight, so we're not focusing it down anyone specific with that mentality. Yeah, this is just area damage, which is gonna be good in the long run. Then ice, of course, before the fight room where we have our ice combo. And we need the most tanky guy up front, straight up. That's you. You can live the longest out of any of these guys. And then the next in line should be... Well, we'll go most tanky, medium tanky, and least tanky. Simply because this thing here bounces to the back line if it kills the one in front. You don't want it to bounce all the way through. Though we saw in the one of the previous episodes that maybe it can't bounce through all of them, but I'm not so sure. Or ricochet, I should say. Whatever. Do we go with it as it is? Yes, he's weak to ice, so having the frontline damager with the ice at the front, or at the very back, most protected, is a pretty good solution. I like this. I think we will win, but it's gonna be a rough one for sure. Yeah. So sharp horns to the front or an area damage. No, we will want the sharp horns at the front to get the bleeding going that we can then spread with the satyr. There, now they are... Oh no, it does damage all of the heroes behind. I thought... Maybe I read that wrong. Okay, we won't get to read it, I suppose. No, we do. Okay. Spreads 2 stack from all penalties to apply to the target to the heroes. Heroes, oh, plural. Ah, this one up here says to another random hero. I mixed them up. Okay. We get to do some damage with the big guy here. Not as much as I would like, but can't be helped. We will continue to use the satyr to spread the poison, the bleeding, and in this case it will also be the fire weakness, which is quite nice. We should get another shot with the fire demon, I hope. Oh, maybe not. Oh no, we won't. Uh-oh. Oh, damn. I really thought we would get 2 shots with him. This is pretty rough. They are strong. We might not live through this. Oh, we will. Surely we will. We can slow them, or make them take more damage from traps. No, we'll just do with it. This one is so good compared to the other two. It's good at damage over time, percentage damage. Then we will want to apply elemental weakness as well, to maximize the damage output of our ice combo coming up. There we go. Now they're weak to ice as well, even more so than they were before. Now, we gotta trash them here hard, and we will kill the frontliner, I think, in this fight. Only the fire really hurts, which is nice. This one consumes all stacks of frostbite applied to the target. This one gives it ice weakness. That's really nice. Okay, we'll give him that. Oh, the monk removed the ice weakness from all of them. I didn't even notice. That's a really annoying thing. We can slow them all down by 40. Let's see. You have 25 speed, so you're already the slowest. You would go below one of my other guys, and this... The fire mage would not, but we would get to hit before the monk, which I think actually will end up mattering for the purpose of hitting with the fire elemental, or ice elemental I should say, one more time. Now I didn't notice how much damage the fire guy did to the front line in the first round, because if he did 54, he will do it again. No, he will deal less damage than he did in the first round, because the enraged from the barbarian is going away. Ah, but the barbarian is also about to hit the ice elemental. Right. And he does 64 physical, but we have 25% armor, so he will live through that, and then the fire guy will kill it. Oh, that sucks, but we can't really do anything. I'm gonna try to just damage the backliner here. We will lose the ice elemental in the upcoming round. Yeah, this is fine. We get rid of the barbarian, which is really important. Then we lose the... yeah. Okay. Oh, we get one more shot in here. I think I will do the area attack to try to get some more damage on the backline. How much can we do to the backline? 55 nature damage, which regenerates some of my health. And she's already weak to nature, so we will kill it in one shot, even if I don't hurt it with the ice skeleton. So the ice skeleton might as well damage the monk as much as he can, even though he's resistant. And so I think we have one, because we can easily kill the magician here. And heal off of that, by the way. And then it's only the monk, which is bad enough, but at least he is not that strong. But he shouldn't be able to solo me, at least. He's got nature resistance. Frozen Rose does nature and ice, which is both resistant to both here. I think I'm gonna do the life absorption, because it also heals me for 21. How much damage does it do? 38. Yes, we heal from most of the damage he does to me, which makes it kind of okay. And we just spam that. Can we kill you now with this? No. One more life absorption then. And then... oh, he doesn't die from that. Okay, so then it makes more sense to just kill him, because he does do more damage than I heal. Alright. Oh, and we see the Earth Elemental. This is the first time I ever have this one. I noticed that they put it in a thumbnail, or like one of the patch notes, so I was curious about it, and here it is. It's not a boss monster like I thought it would be. Okay. Earth Elemental does nature damage, applies tiredness to the frontliner, is pretty good, and nature weakness to the backliner. Okay. Well, it's better than the Naga. The Naga is for morale build, which we almost certainly at this point will not be going for a morale build, because we're not getting any of the things that we need for that. And so this Earth Elemental seems pretty cool. Let's grab him. And we also already have an elemental artifact. Alright. Now we can go to trainer or engineer, which is all fine and dandy, but we would only be able to buy one thing, and so the event usually is better. I'm gonna go here and make sure we have our guys in rooms, so that if anything affects only people that are in rooms, we want, well, them to be affected. You are more important than the Treant, and you are a demon. Well, we've got our best units in rooms. Go for the event. Thigh supplier. A supplier is offering you some human thighs to feed your employees at a discount price. It would greatly reduce the feeding expenses, and you know that the management will grant you a sweet salary bonus. 850 gold. Wow. Well, and I can refuse? Yeah, whatever. Of course, we take that. We can go then plunder or on a business trip. We can probably do a plunder here. Business trip will help us get artifacts, which is something we need to build up. So I'm gonna go for the business trip. Here we can get Troll Beer. Monsters deal 15% extra additional damage and morale when their motivation is full. Oh. That's not good, but it's decent, I suppose. And it's a passive bonus. See how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4 of our guys will do 15% more damage. That's not nothing. Okay. Yeah, I suppose we will go for that. And we get gold too. This one over here is tempting, because we would get more gold and blood, which is nice, but I'll take this. Yeah. And we're getting ice veterans again. Not a problem, we can deal with them. So, alchemist is not interesting for us right now. No, let's just do an event. Recycling. The walk-in fridge is full of bodies, and the doctor could resurrect a fresh human and transform it into an employee in exchange for a little blood. A little blood? 30? 30 is a lot of blood. Or a skeleton makers, which we already have, but more monsters is always better. Can't have too many monsters, so I will accept. Then we have a therapist and an employee morale review done by a specialist, which this one gives motivation to all, like I don't think it's all, but at least some of our guys. And since we've just gotten an item that combos off of that, that actually kind of makes sense. Though the event is so tempting because you always get something really nice from events. No, I'll go for the therapist. We've never done that on screen. Yeah, so we can get morale to all of our guys, motivation to all of our guys for either a price of gold or price of tears, or we can just get it for free but only get 1 instead of 2. If we get 2 for all, it won't make any of our guys reach the max, which was where the breaking point was, so that doesn't really help us, in fact, at all. Interesting. So I'm gonna just go for the free one, because it won't make a difference. Not really. Okay. Yeah. But extra motivation on everyone is nice. It makes us able to tap him out a bit more. Now, veterans, we will click here. And now we've got a lot of options. We want to build combo rooms as always. So, let's build the fire room up front. 1, 2, 3. This is a fire guy 2. I want the satyr move to the back room. We are getting to a point where we could build a morale setup. We have morale here. You have morale. Then we would want like the ghost in here. Instead of you, then I know the succubus is super good, but we already have a full fire combo if we need it. And this is a level 1 succubus compared to the level 3. So here we have 1, 2 morale units, 3 morale units in this room. 1, this is morale, 2 and 3. So we have in fact a full morale build as far as creatures go. And in a desperate move we could go for it. What else? Anything else to switch out? Not really. I do want to tap these guys in, but there's not anything that I really want to take out. Traps is what it is. We don't have enough to pick and choose. Let's just dive in. The second dungeon of the episode. And so what do we get? We've got the ice guy, again the ice monk. He removes the penalties. He can't be affected by demoralize, so tough to do a morale build against these guys. Then we've got a ninja who applies poison to the guy with the highest life at the start of the fight. He does area nature damage. He also applies broken armor when attacking which is always kind of interesting, but they don't have a single physical damaging guy, so that doesn't actually matter. Then we've got another Scholar with all resistances increased by 15% again. God damn it. Yeah, see, oh, he's got 90 fire resistance. Oh. So we're not doing the Mortar, because it only hits him with 10% of damage. Wow, that's nothing. Okay, what do we have? We have fire combo in the front, which we can go for that, and we would be able to damage the two guys in the front, and then we just have to accept that the fire won't do anything to the guy in the back, which is, that's fine enough. Can't give it everything, so yeah. So probably we will do the elemental weakness to maximize that fire damage. Seems decent enough. Yeah, he's got super high nature resistance, this guy. Yeah, I think we're going for fire combo. Now, we definitely want Malphas. You're hitting front with ice, then we've got area nature, and then fire with front with fire. So we don't have anyone who's good at tanking all of that. Oh, that's not true. We've got the Magus. Interesting. And he can apply tiredness, which is not bad at all. And he's fast. Then we would want the fire elemental, for sure. And Malphas. I'm tempted to go for the skeleton in the front. Let's see, you open with 43. No, we get the ninja will go first, with dealing nature damage to everyone. We have bad nature resistances here. But the skeleton soldier were held there. So this is also a build we could do right now. Physical damage done by the skeleton is pretty good against the monk. He's got weak armor, so that's not actually half bad. And then we do area fire damage here to set up for a turn 2 ricochet fire damage to everyone, I think. The back fire damage here won't help us. Yeah. And then the fire center burn with Malphas here. I don't think the skeleton is the right call. So comparing him to the Dark Magus will survive the first fireball and then get killed by... Oh no, it won't survive the first fireball because it will first be hit by the ninja and then it will be hit by the fireball and die, and so you will see the ricochet. And so, since they shoot through that before the monk even comes around, I think the skeleton ends up being better. Oh, he's got low ice resistance as well, both weak fire and low weak ice. Damn. Tricky, but good nature, which is not that important. Now, we are going with the skeleton, but I don't like this. It's gonna be a rough opening fight here. I think we'll do some good damage though in the first round. I'm not sure we get a second round. Are we going for ice? We could go for nature. But they're also good against nature. The ice is good because we've got the perfect trap. The lowering all resistances by 40 is really strong. The nature will allow us to spread more nature damage and then more nature damage from here. Not that much. Yeah, we're not going for morale. That doesn't make sense when we can't morale damage him. Then we should do it from the start. Then we're not really... No, I don't believe it. So I shouldn't have built towards the morale combo. I should have added a treant here. Then we could have gone for full nature build, which just might have been better in this case. But we're going for the ice again, and then we can rest our ice guys after the dungeon here. Yeah. Ice front, I think we're doing probably the same lineup as before, in fact. It ends up being the best we can do. Yeah. I think our master will have to fight again, but I think we will win. We should do good damage here in the first fight. Though that's pretty rough. Okay, at least we survived this far, and then we can do the area burn application, which also does percentage damage, of course reduced by the respective resistances, but these two have pretty low resistances, so it works out quite nice for us. Now, the upgraded skeleton soldier has gotten this impalement, which is also pretty cool. It damages the guy behind the one you're hitting for an equal amount of damage to the damage dealt to the frontliner here. So, since he's got weak armor resistance, it ends up being pretty decent. And I do want to get I want to kill the ninja more than anyone. And we're already hitting him the hardest, so I think that's the way to go. Look at that, we're going to be hitting him pretty hard here. Yeah, I think we can kill him pretty quickly. Then, of course, what did he remove? Burn! He removed the burn, the monk here. But then, that's a once per dungeon thing that we can't really stop him from doing. We're going to do good damage with the incineration here on the front line. I would love to get another turn. Oh, we do get another turn. Both with our fire elemental and the big demon. So that's pretty good. I think we might end up killing the ninja before he gets to the second fight. With the ongoing damage and the traps. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's dead. Nice. Okay, that's a win right there. Already. So now we hope that the guys in the second room don't get knocked out, so they don't lose motivation. Here we will do magical brambles to get in the elemental weakness on people, even though it's tempting. This one, flamboyant lightning, just isn't good against him. He's got so high resistance. So we will do the magical brambles. Then ice weakness to everyone, and they're already taking ice damage. Ongoing. Perfect. And here, now we gotta kill the monk quickly, which I think we can. The fire guy is the worst one, but if we kill the monk, we can deal with it, I think. So, yeah, we are killing you if we do this. Oh, he's not gonna get a second turn, so let me think about how we're gonna do that best. Yeah, I'm gonna do this, and then we do the area. Oh, he died from that. Okay. Usually it shows like a little skull icon if he dies, and I don't think we did that. Interesting. We can slow down the scholar, but it won't make a difference because our guys have 40 and she has a 5. Let's just do the maximum amount of damage we can. Frostbiting her. Him, her, whatever. I think we will survive, but we might lose the frontliner there. No, he lives, and then we are gonna kill you. Yes. Perfect. Oh, and we can upgrade the magic purse. Absolutely. We can also get an upgraded imbued catalyst and the Aegis, which is the one for creatures, giving them extra armor. 10 armor. That's not nothing, but it's very specific. I don't like this one. This is part of the reason why we're not going for creature build. Creatures gain 10 armor, and in like... well, I suppose it's like 20% of heroes do physical damage, but not even. I feel like it's only Barbarian and then a few other that do physical damage, and it's just not a good item. But Magic Purse, economy build, always. It's just so good. And so that was two invasions for the episode, and we will cut it here. So I hope everyone is enjoying Legend of Keepers. I certainly am. And so yeah, see you next time, guys, and bye-bye.